And the New York City Sanitation Department, they do continue to work around the clock, clearing out the debris from last week's severe weather.
And this weekend, they'll also have their hands full cleaning up after the biggest party on the planet, the New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square. And New York City Sanitation Commissioner Jessica Tisch joins us on the phone this morning to discuss how this is all getting done. Commissioner, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, let's start with the continuing cleanup from last week's flood. I mean, obviously, still a lot of debris left to collect and clean up. When do you expect it to be completed? It's a huge job.
So, as you said, we have sanitation workers working around the clock in the 3 community districts affected by the flooding, and we will be there with them until the job gets done. You know, in the days and weeks after a flood like this, homeowners put debris out when they're ready to, when the insurance provider comes, you know, at different times. So we have crews monitoring in each of the community districts, and as that debris comes out, we will be there to collect it.
Right. And Commissioner, talk about like a worst case scenario trifecta here. Of course, the storm hit during a holiday weekend when staffing is usually low. That coupled with the rise in COVID and flu cases, how is the agency handling the staffing issues?
Actually, our staffing is pretty good. We have the highest number of sanitation workers in the department going into this winter season than we've had in the past 20 years. And so our staffing numbers are quite strong despite the pandemic.
Well, Commissioner, let's move on to the heroes of New Year's Eve. I call them magicians.
Wizards.
After the ball drop at Times Square. I don't know how they do it still. Whenever I pass through Times Square after New Year's Eve, it is spotless. I mean, I don't know how they do it. How many workers are going to be on duty Saturday night? And how do they get all of this done?
So we're going to have 300 sanitation workers out there in Times Square. They really start to clean up after the crowds disperse, so around 2 a.m. usually. And we're going to have about 80 trucks out there, 33 mechanical brooms. We're going to have 57 backpack blowers. And what they do is they blow all of the confetti into, you know, consolidate it, and then we run those mechanical brooms over those piles of confetti. And usually it's clean enough to reopen the streets by around 5 a.m.
I mean, it really is an incredible feat. So my hat's off to you and the entire team. As if you guys are not busy enough, you're also preparing for Mulch Fest. More than 50,000 trees actually were recycled last year. So when can people actually start dropping off their Christmas trees?
So New Yorkers can leave their Christmas trees out on the curb between January 6th and January 14th. That's Saturday to Saturday. And we will have supervisors going through the neighborhoods and assessing when there's enough trees out there to run specialized collection trucks to come pick them up. Last year, through that effort, we collected about 200,000 pine trees. But New Yorkers who don't want to wait for us to come pick up the trees can go to a Parks Department Mulch Fest site from January 6th through January 8th if they want to drop their tree off.
All right. Well, Sanitation Commissioner Jessica Tisch, we thank you so much for joining us. I think I have to ask one last question. Will 2023 be the year that your sons Harry and Larry get a dog named Barry?
No, my sons Harry and Larry are not getting a dog named Barry, ever, as long as they live in my house. But please don't tell them. I hope they're not watching.
All right, Commissioner.
Probably keep it up.
We'll hold you to that.
And Happy New Year. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course.